Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Feels good.
You feel it?
Yeah.
I need to check that return. Anyways, what are you watching?
Boots that'll match my helmet. I ordered I don't really like those colors and shit, but
Anyways, let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. You didn't even realize I'd hit record, did you?
You do that every time.
It's so good. We are sitting in what will be, or what is currently turning into slowly. I want to do some soundproofing on that wall.
Soundproofing? What do you plan on doing in here?
It's just egg crate proof. It's nothing. It's not a big deal. It's just pill and stick tiles. That's like soundproof tiles that you go on that
But
wall.
why do you need that in here?
Just to help prevent echo.
For our talk show?
For anything.
Okay.
For anything. Yes, for our talk
It's a
show.
little creepy, but...
For those of you that just heard us say talk show. Oh, I turned that up way too low.
Oh, I let the cat out of the bag.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So, let's do this. Hey everybody, my name is Marcus with the Daily Biker Podcast. I am your clueless leader, and we're going to go on a learning journey today. But I do have Theresa.
Hey, y'all.
So, Teresa's our wonderful service manager here at White Lightning Harley-Davidson, and she's getting herself sorted in the chair. But now, we are going to start
I like that you say our wonderful service manager. It's very kind of you.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. It's better than our piece of shit.
She's the jerk that works in the back. No, we're going to start the Marcus and T show. It's going to be a variety show on YouTube. It'll be on the dealership's YouTube page, on White Lightning Harley-Davidson's YouTube page, which will be like a 15-minute variety talk show type thing. When it will come out, I don't know. All I got to do is pull a GoPro out of the drawer and set it up and us talk. I just haven't made it that far yet.
Yeah.
So, but anyways.
We could do the first one right after this if you want.
I've got to be somewhere at 2, so it depends.
We're not going to talk. Anyways.
Okay. I don't even know what time it is right now. Well, I also have to go by Walmart first.
Okay.
But today, we've got some exciting stuff going on. So at the dealership for December, our service department is going to be doing the Unleash Your Beast sale. Do I have those printed? I bet I do at the front.
You do it in the front. I have it on my phone if you want to see it.
Well, I mean, it's fairly basic. It's, it's stage 2 kits.
Yes.
It's Screaming Eagle stage 2 kits, to be specific. Screaming Eagle cams, Screaming Eagle push rods.
And a Screaming Eagle tuner. And
a Screaming Eagle drop-in tune.
Yes.
Very specific drop-in tunes. So, M8s are cheaper for anybody out there that listens to this that might come by the dealership and go, well, why is an M8 cheaper? Because it only has one cam that makes it cheaper. So, just be happy you're not on an Indian that has 3 cams. But anyways, so that has kind of inspired us. What we're going to talk about a little bit, is that that performance, stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stage 1, I think everybody kind of understands stage 1. Intake and exhaust.
Yep, and that's the most common one.
Yeah, and we're at stage 1, you're not even talking about a tuner, though. You can run a tuner.
Yes.
But that doesn't necessarily... You don't have to have a tuner to be stage 1. And if you have a tuner, that doesn't make it stage 2.
Correct.
So,
Stage 2 means we put a cam in it, and we definitely are going to tune at that point in time. Not dyno tune it, but it needs to have a tune in it to get your air-fuel mixture.
Yes. And I've heard people say this before, and so I know kind of how people are, just so people understand. You hear people, and I've heard it at dealerships, where they say slip-ons are stage 1, full exhaust is stage 2. No. Exhaust, doesn't matter if it's just slip-ons or head pipes too. Exhaust and intake, is stage 1. If you run just slip-ons, you can get away with no tuner. If you run a full exhaust, you need a tuner to make sure your bike is running better, more efficiently, because you have a freer flowing head pipe.
Yes.
So, that being said, everybody for the most part knows what stage 1 is. If you've ever seen a motorcycle or ever seen a Harley, it's probably got a stage 1. Even sport bikes. I don't know many sport bikes out there that aren't running an exhaust and maybe a K&N higher flowing filter. You're looking at your little handy dandy notebook.
I'm looking at to see what size. I'm thinking ahead to the stage 2, and I'm looking to see what size cam this is.
So stage 2 is simply camming. Everything that's involved with stage 1
Yes.
plus cams.
Yes.
Now, if you just put a cam in there, you're still stage 2, right? Whether you just do a cam or whether you do like what I have, which is the full kit. I have the full kit from S&S.
Yeah.
Either way, just a cam or that full kit, if it's still the same displacement, it's stage 2.
Yes.
So, now, Harley, do they put their cam lobe specs in the book?
No, they do not.
I really wish they did, so we knew what it was for comparative use, because most every other company out there does that.
Yeah.
You know, zippers, the Redshift cams, Zombie, S&S. I mean,
one of the things that I like about stage 2 is the sound that it gives you. You know, a lot of people on stage 1 are searching for that deep rumble, or, you know, everybody has a specific sort of sound that they're searching for, and they oftentimes are doing that with their exhaust, which is great. You can achieve that with your exhaust. But when you drop a cam in there, it just gives it this thunk, you know, that I really like.
yeah, well, it's, and I'm sure you remember when they first came out with the Milwaukee 8s, there was a lot of people that were like, it doesn't sound like a Harley, it doesn't have that lope, and there's nothing you can do to it to get that lope. But now there's so many people running around with, you know, the 462s and 472s and 475s and all that other stuff on their M8s. I mean, I have guys all the time, because I have a 475, that go, man, I wish I could get my twin cam to sound like that thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's the right cam for that sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you do get performance gains out of it.
Yes.
You don't get as much performance gains as what most people would think, but you do get performance gains out of it.
Yeah.
So I know my power numbers were not necessarily where I hoped they would be, but even still, my bike is a blast to ride.
Well, what I thought was so interesting is the ride that you experienced after we tuned it, after we dyno tuned it.
Yeah.
The performance and what you got under, you know, from your bike was so much better, and the experience was, the ride was better for you. And I think that's important to remember, because I mean, we can put whatever numbers on the paper, not put numbers on paper, you know, but if all you're searching for is high numbers and you're not really searching for that performance, you don't have to have these crazy outputs to have a really enjoyable experience on your motorcycle.
Well, there's a lot of guys that have high numbers that their bike does not function as well as some other ones do. Now, not saying my bike is the king or anything like that, but there's been some techs that have went out and rode my motorcycle that have rode high horsepower bikes, and have come back and been like, dude, that bike is fun.
It's fun, yeah.
Because you twist it and it does what you want it to, but it's never beyond a point where you go, oh, that's not manageable. I mean, I can get on the interstate and scream, but I don't have any issues in traffic. I don't, you know, the other day going home, I stop at a light, not thinking about it. I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm going home, stop at a light turns green and start to go, and it kind of, and I'm like, what in the world's going on? And I realize I'm still in third gear, but it just goes. Mm-hmm. And, you know, before the tuning that I had done, that wouldn't have happened. I would have had to fiddle with the clutch.
So, Marcus, I don't remember what we got out of yours after we did it.
So we're just shy of 99 horsepower, and I think just shy of 107 foot-pounds of torque.
And do you remember what it was before?
Before the tuning?
Yeah.
We're only talking like a half a horsepower difference, but like 5 foot-pounds of torque difference.
But it performed better, noticeably.
Oh, yeah. All around that bike. And the thing was, with that horsepower number, the bike wasn't having issues before to hit that horsepower number anyways, because where you're getting your horsepower number at, the bike was running perfectly fine when you're wide open throttle in 6th gear at 4,500 RPMs. The bike was running fine at that time. It was that low end takeoff and stuff like that.
You had a couple dead spots.
Yeah, I had gotten so used to playing with the clutch that now sometimes I have to be like, oh, I don't have to play with the clutch. I can just twist the throttle and go.
That's great.
So, but I swear, I am itching to go back to ride the Skyways so bad now.
Yeah.
Because before there was a lot of downshifting and modulating the clutch when riding the Skyway, where now it's not saying that I won't modulate the clutch or downshift, but I don't have to.
Yeah.
I can come into a corner and just go.
Yeah.
It's so much more enjoyable of a ride. It's also so much more of a manageable motorcycle when it comes to daily riding the motorcycle. So, and for this part of the country and Southern California and stuff like that, daily riding is a thing.
That's great to hear. It's, again, why we dumped all of this. Oh, we are at the dealership and we're open.
I can solve this.
Unplug that phone.
I can solve this. I can't reach the hook.
If you just take it off the hook, it won't do it. Just leave it off the hook.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah. Although you might get... Yeah, just leave it like that. So, but back to dyno. That's why we invested so much energy and money into that, because we can just give people so much with dynoing their bike.
Yeah, I'm definitely, I'm a firm believer now in the dyno tuning. I thought before that, getting in there and really running it and changing the map around and stuff like that, I always thought, hey, that's going to be your best option. I didn't realize how much of a difference it made. Because legit, we're talking, I have a half a horsepower more. And I have about 5 foot-pounds of torque more. Which, the torque jump, the horsepower didn't. That bike feels so much faster now than it did before, though. That's really the thing about it when it comes down to it. It has that so much better of a feeling riding that even Heather notices it being on the back.
Did you notice any gas mileage difference?
I have not really bothered to check because it
just is what it is.
It's been so fun that I've just been playing instead of trying to get out there and see how far. I also haven't went on a long trip. I mean, realistically, it's like right after it got tuned, it got cold.
Yeah, it got cold here quickly. Have we talked about, I know I haven't been on to talk about this since we upgraded our dyno and did the training and all of that. We talked about it before. I told everybody we were going to, update the software and kind of remodel the room.
I think I might have mentioned it. I think I might have mentioned it outside of talking with you.
Yeah.
I think I might have mentioned it on here after I got mine completely dyno tuned.
Yeah.
So, realistically, when it comes down to it, it's kind of one of those things where, there's a licensing tune on my bike, but I still basically have a full custom tune. They didn't build the tune from scratch, but there's what, like 85 different fields that they can adjust, and probably 60 of those were adjusted on my bike.
Yes,
so probably around 75% of my bike was completely adjusted, which I would say anything over 50 would turn it into a custom tune.
I would agree.
Yeah.
So just to let everybody know, we have completed the training in the dealership. We've completed the remodel of the room. We've upgraded the software. We've got, we're ready to go. We're done. So, and in fact, here in a few minutes, you might even hear dyno running because we're doing a dyno tune this morning on a 2018 breakout.
Okay.
So.
Is that the one that came in here the other day?
Yeah.
That has the super big cams in it?
Yes. Yeah.
That guy wanted some giant cams,
yeah,
and I don't know why.
He loves that motorcycle. He is in love with that motorcycle. He comes to the dealership maybe 3 or 4 times a week just because he's out riding his bike and he stops in to say hey. He's a really cool guy. I enjoy his company a lot. But one of the things that he kind of complained about
is the fuel mileage.
The fuel mileage. He's like, man, I just ride from one gas station to the next. So he's running super rich.
But he's also, I mean, a breakout's only got like what, a 3-gallon tank, only 3.5 gallon tank.
Yeah, but he rode the bike before, so after we did the motor work, he noticed a huge change.
So before my work was done, I could, and I told him, I was like, dude, I've got a 5.5 gallon tank, and I could drain that tank inside of 100 miles.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I could get 200 out of it cruising.
You're having fun on your bike.
Yeah. I mean, I know what it'll do on both ends. I just haven't had the opportunity to really get out there and ride it. And I put gas in it the other day, and I forgot to look. I hit the tripometer to kind of see, but I don't think I've put a full tank in it yet. I think I've only done like a half a tank because I'm cheap and gas isn't.
It's less expensive on this side of the country than it is on the side of the country that I just came from.
It's less expensive on certain sides of the interstate here.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about by like a penny. I'm talking about by like 10 to 15 cents.
Yeah.
So, anyways. So, yes. So, I have stage 2 performance. Then getting into stage 3, you increase the displacement.
Yes.
Does a displacement increase also mean a new cam? Or, say someone has a 107. They want to throw in the Screaming Eagle 119. They don't have to do a cam and all that other stuff.
No. They
would still be stage 3.
Right, because you've changed your displacement.
But they have a factory cam.
Yeah. But if you're there and you're going to do that, why wouldn't you?
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah. And when you get you can build your own, or you can go with S&S, or you can do, whatever have you, or you can get the kits. Harley has kits, which is the most common thing that we do here. We just sell the whole kit. It includes the cam in a stage 3.
Yeah. You're staring at me all crazy for. I'm just listening to you talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 107 goes up to 119. The 114s, 117s go up to 122. Now, that's on Harley factory stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into the aftermarket stuff because there's so many different companies that make so many different things. It's like S&S alone now has like 4 different kits.
Yep. So Craig, one of our sales managers here, wants to do a performance build in his bike, and we've
ordered T-Man.
We're going to do T-Man, and I don't have that list of everything that it. I don't have the breakdown of exactly everything that.
Well, I think for his it would be a 132.
It's going to be it'll be a 132.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see that we haven't used any of those products.
Parts line
Whoops,
701.
I lied to you.
Parts line 701.
Quit calling me, Anna. Nobody wants to talk to you. Anyways.
But I'm excited to see that. We're sending his heads out to T-Man.
Okay. And then, obviously, stage 4 is head work.
Yes.
Yes, you can do head work on a stock motorcycle. I don't know if the Screaming Eagle heads will bolt onto stock.
I don't know that either.
Top end. But there are people that send their heads out, like with mine. I've been looking at going bigger displacement. There are some technicians here that are trying to get me to do something different. So I saw the eyebrow raise there. So I don't know if doing head work on mine would put me at stage 4 because I'm not a bigger displacement. I think I'd be stage 2 with head work is what I'd be.
You would. So who's encouraging you in that direction? Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Mr. Ryan?
Yeah, why would you not guess, Ryan?
What is
You already claimed that I have a man crush on Ryan.
You announced that you had a man crush on Ryan.
Ryan is my homeboy, okay?
What is he trying to get you to do?
Some 107 high compression pistons and just send the heads out to have them poured and polished bench float.
Yeah.
So, but I even mentioned something about maybe even just doing Screaming Eagle heads. But we couldn't finish that conversation because the service manager came out and yelled at us for talking.
God. We just put legends on your bike.
Did we?
Those. We did.
Yeah, so I got a set of Legends Revo A's. And I'm going to tell anybody now that's riding with stock suspension, buy some different suspension. I knew it would be a difference. I did. I knew that. I have not rode a bike, though, with like aftermarket suspension of that style. Mm-hmm. I've rode bikes that, they've got the slammer kits or progressive suspension, stuff like that. I haven't rode anything with any Olin's or Legends on it. Well, I'm a believer now.
Yeah. It surprises me how much importance people place on that stage 1. As I said earlier, it's the most common stage work that we do. It's just kind of a given. You're going to do an intake, you're going to do some sort of exhaust and maybe even a tune. Because you're searching for that sound, and I get it. Stock Harley doesn't sound the way that we want it to sound.
Yeah.
But changing the suspension on your bike does so much for the rideability, right?
Yeah.
It just does a lot, and we do so much less work. We do more stage 2s and cam work than we do suspension here in the shop.
That might be partially my fault.
Why?
Well, like my fault, Stanton's fault, and several of us that have stage 2 kits, because we honestly, we were doing, a couple of them here and there, and then we had 3 or 4 of us here at the shop that all had these stage 2 builds done on their bikes, and next thing you know, there's stage 2 right and left.
Yeah, because that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
People are hearing it, and
I need a 131.
When you see another person
I need a 131
that's really
crate
excited about their motorcycle and the work that they've done, and they can and you can see that excitement in them, it makes you want to do the same thing to your bike, which is why I'm glad we talked about your experience with dyno tuning your bike.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like with the suspension now, I was fortunate enough that I was able to find a set of pre-owned suspension Legends for me. So I was able to get a much better deal on it than what I would have buying a new set. Even buying a new set with, to be honest, me getting a discount because of working at a dealership. But just after riding it, I don't think a test ride would even have told me, wow, that's that much difference. But the first thing that I noticed where I went, holy crap, was that next day riding to work. Because I rode it home. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And rode it that night. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then the next day I rode it to work. Anybody that's ever been to the shop knows the road in front of the shop is just dog crap. But it's only coming to the shop.
Right. Leaving the shop is fine.
Yeah. And I was like, holy cow.
And what about going into your house where, don't you have a couple of big bumps that you have to go down?
But when I went into the house, I wasn't going fast. There was a lot of traffic, so I was kind of going slow, cruising into it. So it wasn't that noticeable for me. I tell you where it's at. When you're riding and you feel those bumps, and it's just a hard jar, that's been eliminated. I was complaining earlier about my lower back is hurting because the dog wanted to fight with me in the bed last night about who was sleeping in what position. And And if I had that old suspension on my bike, I might have been like, I'm not riding my motorcycle today because I know if I hit a bump, it's just going to be so jarring on my spine.
And that sucks. So why aren't we doing more suspension work for people?
Here's what I'm going to say. If somebody, you come in, you're buying a bike, you got a $3,000-$4,000 you want to play with, because that seems to be about the average that most people have that they want to play with, start throwing accessories and stuff like that at their motorcycle. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for comfort, but you also go, I want to have that sound, there are some, I think a set of Reinhardt 4-inch slip-ons sound fantastic on a Milwaukee 8.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, 107, 114, 117. Without doing anything else to the bike, I think the Reinhardts, just a 4-inch slip-on, they sound fantastic. I mean, I ran for a year with just a set of gutted factory exhaust, and I thought it sounded good. But, it's find a handlebar that gives you a comfortable feel. Find you a seat that sits you in a position in a combination with a handlebar that you want to sit in.
And a lot of people don't even need a seat, though. If you're
That's
comfortable
true.
on the stock seat,
That's true.
You don't have to change it unless you're going for a different look or position.
And then let's take a look at least the rear suspension, if not the rear and front.
Yeah.
Because, you don't even have to, the suspension that I got retails in at $1,000. Okay. If you wanted to get the ones with the remote reservoir from Legends, with the high mounts, you're about $1,700. If you wanted the Harley Ohlins, I think you're only about $1,400 to $1,500 for the Harley Davidson Ohlins suspension. But, you could get, as I would imagine, probably a standard set of Legends is 1,000 times better than what stock suspension is on a motorcycle.
100%. 100%. Jathan had Legends on his Limited, and he loved it. We're going to do Ohlins in the rear on Craig's and Race Tech up front.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I haven't figured out what I want to do on the front yet. Because what I really want to do is almost more just for looks, but it's also $7,000.
What do you want to do?
Take a wild guess what I want to do that's $7,000 on my bike.
We have a big wish list for your bike, don't we?
Yes.
Hey, where is Daniel today?
Probably driving back from Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Hilton Head, South Carolina. It's not the same without Daniel. I mean, I like you and all, but it's not the same without Daniel.
You just like his mustache better.
What?
The mustache. Everybody loves the mustache.
Okay. Sure.
I have the full beard.
Yeah.
I got the nice little full beard. Yeah, anyways. Suspension. So the only reason I say seat is because, yes, there's a lot of people that ride on a factory seat and they think it's perfectly fine. I spent some time working for an upholsterer who's a friend of mine, and I learned a lot about low density and high density foams and what that means. And I learned that before I ever bothered to go online and watch the videos that people like Memphis Shades and Saddleman have put out where they talk about low density foam, high density foam, gel core technology, and those types of things. A stock seat and stock suspension, that's definitely a horrible ride. Yeah. My seat that I have on my bike now, I'm not going to tell everybody it's a touring seat. It's not. It's more for, let's go ride. I can rock 200 miles on it by myself. Well, I've rocked 400 miles on it. I rode it all the way to Panama. But I do have a seat for longer rides that I can swap over to. I got a Saddleman road sofa that I can swap over to for the much longer rides and stuff like that. But high density foam will help too when you swap seats. So even if it's not a super high end seat, just getting a standard Mustang seat or a standard Saddleman seat. I think that's that bike.
No.
Something different. Is that Fred's bike?
No. Actually, that might be Fred's bike. It sounded like his bike.
But a standard Saddleman seat, they're a little over $400 for it.
Right.
So it's not that bad of a price.
For me, I like the seat change because I like to change. I like the look of it.
I love the look of it. The other thing too, though, that a lot of people don't realize is, I was like, he's just going to hang out right here. I want to get a sign to put on my door whenever I'm recording that says recording.
Do you think anyone's going to pay attention to that? Or
No, probably not.
No.
Probably not.
They have to take a bike in or out. They're doing it.
Yeah,
And Marcus, I'm going to tell them to do it.
It's hanging out right here. Is the problem.
I'm just going to open the door and see.
See who it is?
Oh, it's Tristan.
Anyways,
Sorry.
Tristan. So,
Normally when we record at the dealership, we are closed. It's after hours, so.
yes. But I like recording, like, during the day.
Yeah.
So,
We're normally drinking adult beverages as well. And not coffee.
I've got a Monster.
Coffee.
So, the seat too, like anybody that's never rode on a Saddleman seat, anybody that likes to ride halfway aggressive, likes that play and stuff like that, anything like there's so many manufacturers that are making them now, anything with that support,
Yep.
that vertical support that stops you from sliding backwards, you're gonna ride one of those and you're gonna be like, wow, this is nice.
Yeah.
Because my seat keeps me locked in that position. Mm-hmm. No matter how hard I hit it, keeps me locked in.
Yeah.
So.
Did Heather notice anything with the suspension?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was like, wow, that's nice. She's liking the direction very much of what is currently happening with the motorcycle. So, but now I have to find a set of Olin's inverted front suspension in black.
Just for Heather.
Yes, yeah. Heather's the one that wants that.
You need to be a good husband and,
Yes.
and get her the suspension that she deserves.
Yes. I got her the suspension she deserves.
I know, and you can, yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Christmas is coming up. It's in the name of Heather.
You having fun spending my money, ain't you?
Looking out for my girl.
Girl, I work at a dealership. I don't make that much money. That's why I hide in here with all the candy and the drinks.
Sleep. The lights off.
Yeah, lock the door, turn the lights off, take a nap. I'm just afraid someone's going to peek in through the blinds.
Turn the air conditioner on.
I'm going to have to put up blackout curtains so people can't see
Good
me.
Lord. Soundproof the room.
So you won't hear me snore.
We're neighbors now. Marcus moved his office right behind mine, so I'm trying to make him feel welcome over here in this wing of the dealership.
I'm out of the way of the public now, too.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because there was times, and I'm not saying I don't want to talk to customers, but there's days where with what I have to do, I have stuff that I need to do. I need to focus on. I need to work on, whether it's working on a website or doing video editing and stuff like that. And it's hard to do when you have a constant barrage of people coming into your office wanting to chit-chat.
And even if they're not there for you, they could be coming in for someone else. So just having background noise when you're trying to do something that requires your focus, it'll end up taking forever.
Yes. Yes. And when I'm not here, I can lock that door so I don't have to worry about stuff piled up on my desk. Although you did it the other day.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep that regular just to make you feel at home.
I'm going to lock your office and pray to God you don't have a key for
I
it.
do have a key.
Dang it. I hope the key's in your office when I lock the door.
I never locked that office. The other day I didn't know what the freaking key on my keychain was for. I was like, what is this key for? And Sean was like, is it for your office? Yeah.
Yeah, but have you found the key for the storage building yet?
Nope, we're going to bolt cut it.
You mean Marcus is going to bolt cut it?
Yeah.
Marcus bolt cutted it last time.
Yeah, we'll get a new...
I was up there with bolt cutters and a hammer.
Well, once we put a new lock on it, I have a good system. I mean, I say it's a good system. It's just I know where all the keys are.
Hey, you know what else is a good system?
What?
A combination lock, because then it doesn't matter if you lose the key.
Right. But then we got to make sure we save the combination somewhere, and who's going to do that? Have you seen my desk?
Yeah, but we've got so many things we can run as a combination. So, you know what else is a combination?
What's that?
The Marcus and T Show. Be on the lookout for it.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.